Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nur Laila Tusaada. You can call me Laila. I'm from English Education Program at Universitas Ronggolawe Tuban. So today I want to present about poetry analysis. That the poetry is driven in 1845 by Edgar Allan. So before we start the poetry analysis, I want to read the poetry first. So check it out. The title is The Raven by Edgar Allan. Once upon a midnight journey, while I ponder, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis a visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. Distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember broke it cast up in the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, fondly had I sought to borrow from my books are keys of sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terror never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrace at my chamber door." So like visitor entreating entrace at my chamber door. This is this, and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating down no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came a-rapping, and so fondly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness here, and nothing more." Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no more than I ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token. And the only word that spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore." This I whispered, and echo murmured back the word, "Lenore." Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber journeying, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard the tapping somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see, then, what truth it is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. This the being, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, with many a flirt and flutter. In there stepped a stately raven of the stately days of yore. Not the least of the saints made he, not an instant stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door. Perched upon a bust of palace just above my chamber door, perched and sad and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the grave and the stern decorum of the countenance it wore. Thought he crest be short and seven, though, I say, archer no craven, ghastly grim and unseen raven wandering from the nightly shore. "Tell me what tea lordly name is on the night Plutonian shore," quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marvel at the ungleeful to hear discourse so plainly, though it answer little meaning, little real fancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door. Bird or beast upon the sculpture bust above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. But the raven sitting lonely on the blessed bus, spoke only that one word, as if his soul into that one word he did outpour. Nothing farther than he uttered, not a louder than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friend has flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hope have flown before. Then the bird said, nevermore. Started at the stillness broken by replies so aptly broken, so aptly spoken, dropless, said I. What it uttered is only store and store, cut from someone unhappy master whom unmerciful disaster followed fast, and followed faster till his song one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore, of never, nevermore. But the raven still be killing all my fancy into smiling. Strike I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and bus and door. Then, upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking. Fancy unto fancy, thinking what the amnesious bird of yore, what the scream, the gently, ghastly, calm, and amnesious bird of yore, mean in croaking, nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fold whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head uneasy reclining, on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight clothed o'er, but whose velvet violet lining with the lamplight clothing o'er. She shall press, nevermore. Then, methought the air grew denser, perfumed from answered cancer, swung by seraphim whose footfall thing on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thee God had lent thee, by this angel he had sent thee, respite and nepenthe from mighty memory of Lenore. Quaff, this kind nepenthe and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, think of ever, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sun, or the weather tempest toast thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore. Is there a bump in the cliff? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, think of evil prophet still, if bird or devil. But the heaven that bends above us, let the God we both adore, tell the soul with sorrow laden Eve, within the distant Eden. It shall clap a saint and maiden whom the angels name Lenore. Claps a rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never fleeting, still in sitting on the pallid beds of palace just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the limelight o'er him streaming through his shadow on the floor. And my soul from out the shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.